inseparable ponies at a rescue centre in Devon were married over the weekend.
Yep, you can unblock your ears. You did hear that right. Poppet came to the Munchkins miniature Shetland rescue centre earlier this year in a bit of a poor condition, actually, and it looked like she might not survive. But now, I am reading this, she's married Bert, an elderly pony who became very attached to Poppet when she arrived. Oh, we're very pleased to say we are now joined by Tammy Marks from the centre, who can tell us more about Poppet and Bert. Tammy, what and where do I start this interview? I mean, this is a lovely story. How did you know that Poppet and Bert loved each other?
Well, Poppet came in March in an emaciated state. She was a 0.2 body scale and she wasn't expected to survive. We were very fortunate to have such great advice and help from our vets at Summerlee's Equine Vets. And before long, she put on weight, she became happier. She didn't have a friend, though. She'd actually been separated from some of her companions when she was rescued, and she was very lonely. Bert had come into us in November, and he had originally made friends with Rolo. But when it came to spring, Rolo decided he was more interested in the girls and basically chased poor Bert away. Soon after, they found each other, and literally they became inseparable.
Talk us through the wedding then. Come on, what happened on the big day? What was the weather like and how did it go?
We were really fortunate with the weather. We'd had a lead up of pretty awful weather in the week before. And we had glorious sunshine. And it was just one of those spur-of-the-moment decisions. A couple of days before, Bert had been in veterinary hospital for 5 days with colic, really, really poorly. And when he came home, Poppet was the first waiting at the gate to see him. We picked him up on the Thursday from Western Counties, where he'd made a miraculous recovery, and they were absolutely delighted to see each other. And we just referred to it as being like an old, happy, married couple. So really, just that day, I was on Facebook Marketplace. I thought this would be brilliant, a brilliant celebration of their lives. Something just for us all to smile about and be happy about. There's enough doom and gloom in the world, and what with Bert being so ill, we just thought we'd celebrate both of their lives. And so there I was on Facebook Marketplace. I found some wreaths, some ribbons. We already had an arch, and we made them a wedding arch. We had a fantastic pink unicorn head collar for Poppet, and Bert had blue bling. And, well, it was a fantastic ceremony.
Oh, Tammy, I mean, Bob's just devastated he wasn't asked to be bridesmaid or best man at least. They look really content together. I mean, it must be good for their health, I suppose, that they found each other.
Yeah, I mean, they have. They naturally do find friends and companions, but really these two didn't have anybody. And they really are just really best friends now. They follow each other together, they eat together, they share their food, they mutually groom, they go off out into the paddock together, in the evening they come in together, they spend time on the yard every night. And yeah, they're just two very, very lucky and very happy ponies.
Oh, and you look like the happiest woman in the world. You've got the best job in the world, have you, Tammy?
I have got the best job in the world. When I started Munchkins 9 years ago, I didn't know I'd ever have as many ponies or be able to do quite as much for these little ponies. But, you know, we're delighted to have become a registered charity a year after opening. We're members of NUC, the National Equine Welfare Council, and we're just absolutely delighted to have been able to help all these ponies.
Tammy, you do an amazing job. Thank you very much for cheering us all up this evening, and thanks to Poppet and Bert as well.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, well, I'm not sure if I've just had a dream or not. It did happen, didn't it? A pony wedding, there we go. It's time to get the weather now.